Great to welcome Bianca, an American drag superstar. It's safe to say you shot to fame in 2014 after winning the hugely popular reality show RuPaul's Drag Race. Now, should we just see the moment? Should we just see this
we can relive it?
Here we go. Let's have a look.
The winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, America's next drag superstar, is Bianca Del Rio.
The best part about that moment is that the check actually cashed, so that was good.
But it changed your life, didn't it?
Oh, it totally changed my life. I mean, it's been a surreal experience, and now they've moved on. They're on, like, season 11 in America. So for me, it's season 6. It's been a wild ride these past 5 years of just getting to travel the world and perform and work. It's been amazing.
And I wonder if actually season 6 was bigger than series 11 because we were all still getting used to this show being on the air. And
yeah.
Still really novel, actually.
Yes, no, it's been pretty surreal. And I think what's amazing is that it's gotten bigger and bigger and more people are interested in it, which is kind of... And now they just filmed a UK version as well. So you can have your own very RuPaul's Drag Race version coming out this fall, which I think is fabulous.
Fantastic. Tell us about your performance on the London stage. What are you doing?
Well, I had this amazing opportunity where I received a call and they said, would you be interested in performing in the fabulous West End show everybody's talking about, Jamie, which is currently playing at the Apollo Theatre. I'm lucky enough to get to perform in it until June 29th. And it's just this amazing story about this young boy who wants to be a drag queen. But it's not necessarily all around drag. Now, I know you're looking at me going, are you playing the young boy? No. I am, because that's a stretch. The stage is not that far. But I am playing the older drag queen that actually gives advice to this young boy. And the story is not, as I said before, not just about drag, but it's about acceptance, it's about single-parent living, and also just trying to understand everyone else's values.
And in your part, you therefore appear as... Well,
I'm a man, yes.
A man, you know, initially and then into drag, right?
Yes, because I'm someone that he befriends in a local shop in Sheffield, and I am a man at that moment.
That's you before the...
Yes, because every shop in Sheffield has a microphone and a scarf from the Liza Minnelli collection. But yes,
So you have to do a really rapid change there.
19 minutes.
19 minutes
to go from that to this, which is scary.
Have you seen it, Gemma?
I've seen it twice. I went to see not when you were in it. It was the original cast.
Yes.
I took my children, as you say. It's kind of a bit reminiscent of things like Billy Elliot or the Full Monty in terms of you've got this northern town, and then it is about very feel good.
Yes.
And as you say, there's bullying within the show,
yes.
but it all transforms. And what a show! The music is phenomenal. Loved it so much. I then took a friend for his 40th birthday.
No, it's truly an amazing story, and it's fascinating just to see the type of audience that it gets. I mean, you have children there, you have older people that are not expecting to like it. And I felt the same way. I saw the show in December and completely fell in love with it. To be a part of it is unreal.
So Gemma and I both have young, pre-teenage daughters, so yours is just teenage.
Mine's 14 and a half.
Mine is 12.
In the midst.
You're the biggest star we've had on the last year. No contest for them. I mean,
that's good.
I've got, my daughter is now messaging me from school, asking me for a message from Bianca. I mean, it's
the magic of television. The magic of television.
When I went to the theatre to see, I actually saw Jamie, and then I also saw a show called Kinky Boots. And when I was in that last show, there was somebody in the audience who'd been on RuPaul.
Yes.
And it was a gentleman called Derek Barry.
Derek Barry, yes.
Yes, and so he was in drag queen outfit. And I said, oh, look, Anna, there's someone trans sitting over there. And she gave me an absolute rocket. She said, Dad, not trans, nothing to do with trans. It's drag queen.
Exactly.
What's your problem? And she's 10 when she's saying that.
Now, that's amazing,
So just tell me what I got
there's
wrong.
There's a huge difference, and I think also, well, let's just break it down. With trans and drag is two different things.
Right.
The way someone chooses to live their life, or someone who feels that they are a different person in their body, has nothing to necessarily do with drag.
Okay.
That doesn't say that there aren't trans performers, but in theory, people that are drag queens do drag for different reasons. For me, it's comedy, and some people do it, you know, that are Instagram drag queens that look gorgeous in photos. So I think it gets broken up, but trans and drag are two completely different things, because the majority of that is how you live your life, and for me, it's a profession. I mean, I'm a professional clown, so it is what it is, but it is completely a different thing. But how amazing at 10 years old, she knows the difference.
Well, we're getting schooled by our daughters, aren't we?
Yeah, 100%.
As you should
yeah, there's
be.
so much more.
Why do you think it's so popular? Because you know, to me, it's an absolute revelation. The first time I saw a drag queen was on holiday in Benidorm when a chap left on the stage and did, you know, Shirley Bassey, you know,
Yeah.
the minute I walked in the joint.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, I've never
Vivid
seen anything
memories.
like it before. But why?
Very good.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yes,
good,
mate.
you know.
Yeah.
That'll be the next time you're on.
Do a number, mate.
Yes.
Man of distinction. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, what is the great appeal? Because if you don't mind me saying, you look more attractive than a woman, but you're a drag queen.
Full of compliments today.
No, you do.
Well, you didn't finish. Actually, a dead woman, I mean, is what I look like. I have the natural makeup of a corpse.
Yeah.
But I do have to say that drag has been around forever, and I think it just kind of goes in
It's
cycles.
glamour, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
fun, it's escapism, it's wonderful.
You're doing a tour soon as well.
Yes, I'm doing my comedy tour as well, yes.
You come on like as you are now, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, it's just me on a stage with a table and a glass of wine to get me through it. And my new show is called It's Just a Joke.
There we go,
And
there we go.
basically, it's me doing stand-up for an hour and a half with the novelty of being in drag. And it's just been the past 5 years. This is my 4th tour that I've been traveling with, and I'm excited to come to London because I'm going to be at Wembley Arena, which I'm super excited about.
I think you're the first solo drag act to headline.
First solo drag act, yes. And I think it's just because, as a friend of mine once told me, is that I need to actually have bigger spaces because my lips and my eyes are getting bigger and bigger. And so it works out well. But I'm super excited. And also in New York this year, I get to do Carnegie Hall, which is kind of surreal. So no complaints from me.
We watching this morning, we love our social media here, don't we, Storm? So when we said Bianca was coming on, we get lots of people saying that's fantastic. Then we get the trolls, because the trolls come out for everyone.
Of course they do.
I mean, we'd feel very lonely if they didn't. But we were loving, you got the best responses. Most of them aren't printable. I think we've got one. Can we see one here?
Oh, which
what
one?
was this? Have you taken a look at your number of followers? You're the loser.
Well, it was funny because she had said to me, she says, oh, it's a panel full of nobodies. And I went and said, who is this person? Yeah. And as I clicked, she had 23 followers. I go, look at yourself before you look at me, ma'am.
And the amazing...
Ma'am.
And she'll be watching as well.
Yeah, hello, ma'am.
Guaranteed.
There was just a lot of insults, so I just replied, you do know we're tagged in this.
Yeah, she was being sweet. She was being sweet, but it was 3 a.m, and I'm like,
Yeah.
So I've never seen you out of your drag queen outfit. How much time do you spend as Roy?
My whole life. I mean, I only wake up like this usually when I pass out like this from the night before. But in theory, no. I mean, you know, like I said, it's my occupation, it's my work, it's not necessarily my identity.
Would you go, if you were getting a mortgage, you go to the bank, would you go as Roy, or would you go...
Well, if I get a better loan with a wig on, I'll do anything.
No, I wondered if you might.
You never know. No, but it is fascinating because of Drag Race in particular, because on that show, you're seen in and out of drag, so now people recognize you. Years ago, before that, no one knew who you were.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fascinating that it balances out. So I have no complaint. I mean, I wouldn't want to put this on every day. It's too much work. Sure. I had to shave my chest today just for you. It's been very difficult.
And you probably got to keep your legs shaved and all that stuff.
No, I wear tights. I'll have to show you the trick. Don't look under the table. I'll show you. I'll show you privately.
Actually, I remember a great story about David Bowie. Before he was famous, he was getting a mortgage and he decided, I wonder if it was all just ready to be signed off. And he thought, I wonder what happens if I turn up at the bank as a woman.
Yeah.
He goes into the bank and they rescind the mortgage.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking early 70s here.
Yeah.
But...
I haven't tried that yet, no.
Yeah,
no.
I don't know, but things have changed.
Things have changed.
It's wonderful.
Well, according to your 10-year-old daughter, she knows what's going on, which
course.
is amazing. The impact of the show and the fact that she knows what it's about is fabulous.
And they just think it's so fun. And I think we all have masks in life to a certain extent. We all have a different head, so you can have your mum head, your work head, your this. I think it must be so refreshing just to be able to walk down the street when work is over.
Yes.
Just chill.
Oh,
and then transform.
And it's also fascinating just how people are actually generally very nice, with the exception of the one woman on Twitter. Everybody else has been really, really nice. And usually they're supportive of what you're doing. And if they're not supportive, they'll live their lives. It's all fine.
All right.
It's
so I can't wait to hear your views on British Steel. This is going to be great.
Oh, get ready.
Get ready.